Hi, I'm Mrs. Gross.
And I'm Mrs. Conway, and we just want to show you a little bit about how to get onto our online textbook that we're going to be working with through this little break.
Mhm. It's March 17th, and we're going to, if we haven't already, push out 5-6, inverse variation and logarithms is what we're going to start with this week.
The best and easiest way we found to get to Clever, some of you are having a little trouble getting to our school, just go to the RCAS website as normal, click on Students, and then scroll down to where you see Clever and log in there.
Once you're in, if you haven't made Pearson EasyBridge a favorite, please do. You can also download an extension to your browser and make it one step faster.
Here's where you'll see your textbook. You can choose Algebra 2. You'll choose your own course.
And in the red area will be the most up-to-date assignments. And so that's where we've gone in class, and that's where we'll go again. We already have assigned the student and started the work in the interactive student reader. So if you don't see it under not started, it might be under in progress. So check both those tabs. Now you can see the black turn in spot. We don't want you to do that until the very end, and we'll talk more about that in a moment. But once you click into the easy button there that you just saw, you'll see the Explore and Reason first. You have a page that matches this in your companion, and we'd like you to write it out in your companion as well as do it online. So if you didn't pick up a companion, you can do this on a notebook paper, but make sure to label it well and with the date, the section number, and what you're doing.
In this section, we want you to take a few minutes and actually click all these and see what your goals are and actually take a moment to maybe even write those down. Those will turn back up at the end in the do you know and do you understand.
But you got to know what you're up to. Like, what skill are you practicing? This is our first screencast, so we're learning. This one's a little bit longer than they'll usually be.
Once you're in this section, we do want you to type in an answer as well as writing the answer in your book. When you do that, on some of these sections, you can check, not all of them, but we'll still want you to type something in. And even when you get down to the bottom, we do want you to do the model with the habits of mind and write those in your book as well, because we want to keep thinking about our thinking all the way through.
Next. This is the big one. When you're doing independent learning, you have to recognize when you understand and when you don't. And so if you go to that first bullet up at the top, this is where example 1 is. Now, when we were using our textbook, it was written on paper, but this is where you need to go through because the triads come from this information.
And this is where you'll see some yellow notes that we would take. You can put those in that extra space on the edges of your workbook, or you could start a notebook of your own of notes. But here's where you're going to see notes. And we encourage you to always click all the way through. Don't stop before the end here. So next, next, and you can write down examples, write down questions you maybe have. You can always message your teacher, and if you have questions along the way.
Know that we're working towards an online quiz and that you've got to understand. And so if this is enough information for you, very, very good. If not, you may need to reread, may need to go back, you may need to take the topic heading and the learning target and Google a Khan Academy video. For now, we're trying to support as best we can, but it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve.
So after the example, you'll always see the try it, and there is a space for this to be filled in your workbook.
And this is where that answer is super handy. If you can get feedback and know if what you were thinking was correct or not, definitely check your answers.
I think we should stop there. We'll be emailing you and sending you messages on Remind to kind of keep you posted. Also keep an eye on the homework calendar through Skyward, probably for all your classes. And then check your emails also for all your classes. Try to stay on top of things. Please let your teachers know too if you're feeling overwhelmed or if you have other responsibilities or if technology is not always available. Those kind of things, just teachers want to know and they can all work with you.
Have a great day. Get outside when you can.